That young man, just 21 years old, and here comes his dad moving down low on him. Al Unser Sr. has passed Al Unser Jr. Sam talked to Al the elder a little bit earlier about that same subject of family.
It must be an incredible delight for you to see the progress of your son.
Yes, it is. It's totally a thrill to be able to see him do as well as he's doing, as smooth and as accurate as he is. You know, everybody all the time says, well, how much advice do you give him? Well, very little. He has to do it on his own. He has to, at this time, when you get in this stage, you have to be able to think for yourself and do it on your own ability, and he has done it. So it's not that I'm standing or anybody else is standing behind coaching him. He's doing it on his own. He's a remarkable boy.
Now, you always said that you would support your son in whatever he wanted to do. Now that he has chosen to be a racing driver, is that something that you secretly hoped for all along?
Very much so, yes. I love racing. Racing's been awful good to me. I've always said it's a hard business, hard sport. It takes full confidence in yourself and 100% effort. It isn't a matter of time, and so for him to come along and do it, it thrills me to death. For him to follow what I love to do, yes, it makes me very happy.
Okay, well, now we've got an interesting situation here, Sam, because we've got Al Unser in first place, Sneva in second, but in between is Al Unser Jr. He might be able to help out his pop a little bit there.
Your Honda dealer.
Back at Indy, you know, Sam, in all the pre-race talk about the father and son racing in the same 500, Al Unser Sr. and Jr., I don't think anybody anticipated the situation we've got here now. Al Unser leading the race, Tom Sneva second, but in between them, Al Unser Jr. And we talk a lot about team strategy, if such there be in automobile racing. Well, these two aren't on the same team as far as racing is concerned. They're just in the same family. Father and son. Now, is it conceivable that a 21-year-old driver could be poised enough to consciously try to keep Sneva where he is? Help his father?
Absolutely. He already started. That's why I started. Jim, I'm surprised to find him doing this, frankly. Al, that was a definite block. We saw about half a lap ago. He moved out into the middle of the track to block Sneva. Now, this is getting to be really important stuff here because the race, the end of the race.
There's the move over flag they're giving to young Al.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to obey it. That's just a signal that someone is following him who may overtake. It has to be waved violently before it really means anything.
But now in horse racing, if you block another horse, they'll take your number down. Is there any sort of penalty could be assessed here for consciously blocking another guy?
Consciously blocking, yes, but Sneva does not have superior speed at this point, and little Al is not really blocking him. Look, there's several car lengths between them. So, no, I know what you mean about the horse race. You haven't been following that, but no, we haven't entered that situation here. But to me, this is fascinating. I mean, this could be the race. Sneva's been faster all day, but...
Again, they're saying move over. Give him the flag.
Very polite, that's all. And just, they will show that.
Look, can you actually tell what's in his mind, that he is actually trying to keep Sneva back?
Oh, I know he is. I mean, obviously, this is it. Dad's out in front, and he's going to hang in there as long as he can legally. I mean...
You've been in this race. You know whether...
Oh, yes. You can do this. And what what he's going to have to try to do is stretch the bounds of what is, kind of morally and ethically possible. But the amazing thing, Jim, is he's 21 years old. This is his first race.
That's right.
He's under incredible pressure here. And the one thing that doesn't seem to be coming apart at all is his driving. In fact, if anything, Sneva there was the one that looked a little wide to me.
Can you imagine, conceivably, he may be able to say, Dad, I know it's your 44th birthday this very day, today. So here's a birthday present I brought you. The Indianapolis 500. Your 4th victory on your 44th birthday.
A good idea. I don't think he's thinking about that. But I know that he knows how absolutely vital it is to keep Sneva back. Now, what surprises me, Jim, is that Junior here has has found the speed. Now, this Eagle car that you see is the only American-made car that showed any real speed. The Penske cars are made in England. The Marches are made in England. But this car, which is made by Dan Gurney's shocks to a Trevor Harris design, is showing some speed here, and I think it's fantastic. I don't know what went wrong earlier, but they've certainly sorted it out now. Al's wife. Big senior. Big wife. Okay. This is very exciting because I must say, however, that the situation is not allowing Big Al to pull away, is it?
No, it certainly isn't. Notice, by the way, that young Al's car has these sort of discs set into the wheels.
There's a block. It's not the discs. The idea is that they might give top speed, but Trevor Harris, the designer, tells me they do not.
That's blocking now, right?
Yes, and you see that Sneva lost some of his momentum because of it. A very good block. Becomes another one.
Look at this. It's becoming very obvious now.
Yeah. I wonder.
Al Sr. leading. Junior blocking out the opposition in the person of Tom Sneva. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'll tell you, we're going to have an exciting finish to the Indianapolis 500 of 1983. Something brand new and different every year.
Jackie Stewart back in Race Central here at the Indy 500. They've completed 185 laps. They're on their 186. That leaves 14 laps to go. We've seen an amazing performance in these last few laps by young Al Hunter Jr. It seems that he is blocking Tom Sneva quite a wee bit, and I think he is being a wee bit naughty. What I think is happening, the turbulence behind the car of Al Unser Sr. and the car of Al Unser Jr. is frankly putting off Tom Sneva from getting his car to work as well as he should. He's really having to struggle, and I expected him to be able to overhaul young Al a lot faster. Look how far he's dropped back right there. That's no easy matter for him to catch up, and it seems that young Al is almost ready to overtake his old man. However, on the other hand, it's a situation where for Tom Sneva, it's really complicated, and I'm sure the officials are also going through a slightly difficult situation. Tom Sneva's caught up right there, really caught him up well. Look how low young Al is on the racetrack.
Well, what a tremendous talent this young man must have, Jackie, to be able not only to drive 200 miles an hour, but to run interference at the same time. Now Steve is making the big attempt, and he doesn't get it.
Jim, that takes enormous courage by young Al Unser Jr. to shut the door on a more experienced driver like Tom Sneva. I take my hat off to him, but at the same time, it was a wee bit tough. Remember, he is 5 laps behind the other driver in this race.
I would ask both of you, race drivers, what are the ethics of this situation? Should you do this?
Well, Jim, I think it's borderline here. I think the young man is driving very well and very fast. His father may not be driving quite as fast as the young man would like to see him because he's not using all of the road. Ethical position, and probably unique in racing.
Yeah, what do you think, Sam?
I agree with Jackie, absolutely. It's borderline at this point, Jim. I don't think he can keep doing it.
That wasn't exactly the question, but it's a borderline call for race ethics, eh? But he is certainly still doing it successfully. Young Al blocking out Tom Sneva. Sneva, who had led this race quite easily and seemed to have the faster car. But Sneva, on the other hand, is being very, very patient, isn't he? He's not panicking, not trying to make the pass and getting himself into trouble.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he just can't. What I meant by borderline was that, I don't think you can fault little Al yet. But if he keeps it up, remember, we're approaching the end of the race now. We're really running out of time here.
Looks like Sneva was very close to the wall that time.
Yeah, he was. This is incredible.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.